This is just to further prove that I am playing this on the PS4. Anyway, hello there everybody, this is Suat the Platinum One here, and welcome to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. That apparently is just an HD compilation of all the Kingdom Heartses except for these two. Because apparently, these two, the DS ones, they're just movies. But we're not talking about the actual collection itself. No. We're talking about 1/6 of the collection. And now that we're on the subject of that 1/6 of the collection, why did I ever miss out on this game when I was little? Kingdom Hearts was released in 2002. It's a weird little combination, as you can clearly see from the trademark copyrights. This includes Disney characters and locations, as well as Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's a little weird. But somehow this flourished into a lucrative series, and we're still waiting on the day that Kingdom Hearts 3 actually gets a release date. I mean, at this point we have a release year, but, you know, not necessarily a definitive release date. But anyway, I may have played this game last year, but I've played through this already multiple times because, God, I love this game. I love this game so much. How did I ever miss out on this as a kid? I will never, ever understand. The reasons why I love this game is probably most other games, but hey, we'll save that for the long journey ahead. But anyway. So right here, we have the difficulty settings. Obviously, I don't trust myself on, you know, the highest difficulty, aka Proud. Even though technically I played through the first 3 hours of this game on Proud, I still kind of don't trust myself with the actual Let's Play itself. So we're going to go on normal because I am a puss. And of course, we're going to go manual. And we're going to go no vibration at all. Alright, with everything all set and ready, let's get started on Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
So much to do. So little time. Take your time. Don't be afraid. The door is still shut. Now step forward. Can you do it? What? Me? A gamer for over 20 years? Actually press the left stick to walk forward? Ha! I can do that. Certainly. Power sleeps within you. If you give it form, it will give you strength. Choose well. Now, this is actually an aspect of the series that's quite common. Choosing what weapon that you'll prioritize. So you can either go for the sword, which will raise your attack power. You choose the staff, which will increase your magic power. Or you go with the shield, which will raise your defense. And actually, this also affects another thing. What major abilities that you will learn. So, just for the sake of me preferring the skills that the sword gives you, I'm gonna go with the Power of the Warrior, Invincible Courage, a sword of terrible destruction. Wait, what? This can't possibly be that sword, could it? Yes, it can, and I'm choosing it. Your path is set. Now, what will you give up in exchange? Oh, God. Yep, the other option. What to choose to give up. Now, I did do this in sort of my test playthrough, but I think I'm going to go with giving up magic. Because I am honestly going to need defense. I'd rather have defense and weaken magic rather than, you know, the vice versa. You've chosen the Power of the Warrior. You've given up the Power of the Mystic. Is this the form you will choose? Of course it is. You've gained the power to fight. Alright, so we can use the X button to attack. Well, so long as we have that option selected in our menu. Use this power to protect yourself and others. Alright, so since this is a JRPG, obviously our green health represents our HP. And when we run out of HP, we'll be taken to the continue screen. And just forget about that blue gauge for right now. That's our MP. However, according to the tutorial, the magic's still a mystery to us. Keep your light burning strong. And here's how battles will work. Very briefly. Not giving me enough time to explain. So, of course, since this is an RPG, you gain experience by defeating enemies. Whenever you get experience, you level up. You know, the standard RPG fare. And sometimes defeated enemies will leave items behind. And simply by walking up to them, you know, you get the item. Different items can do different things like restore MP or HP, so that's good. That is very, very good. Behind me, oh gosh. Thankfully, this game has a lock-on system. So, basically put, locking on can help out tremendously, especially with battles with a large group of enemies, as you can see. So let's just continue to attack them, shall we? Now, these green balls that I'm picking up, that's what will restore your HP. You want to grab those whenever you can, because you never know when you're going to get hurt. You know, with so much going on. Also, apparently, we're very happy about this. And right up here is a field icon. So this pops up whenever a special command is available. And usually it all defaults to the triangle button. I can't open it. Interesting. Ooh, treasure chest! Must get! So of course the triangle button will respond appropriately to the situation. Like opening up treasure chests, examining things, pushing things. Well, not necessarily pushing things, because you can just use the control stick for that, or the left stick for that. And also apparently smashing crates as well. So sometimes destroying objects will yield items too, so that's particularly helpful. And we get a potion. So we can use that with the items command that is now open up to us. So while locking on, we can press L2 to switch between available targets like so. This can also be a helpful thing to do. However, we don't really need it for this sort of situation. Yeah, screw lifting at the barrel. We need to break the barrel. Which apparently allows us to open this door. Hold on, the door won't open just yet. First, tell me more about yourself. I am not going to answer am I a boy or am I a girl. Either way, since this is the PS4 version, we can use the touchpad, or by pressing it, we can choose to look around. And this game looks pretty. I'm just gonna say it, this HD version looks very pretty. And now the triangle button is trying to tell us that we can talk to these very familiar looking people. What's most important to you? Don't answer that meme. Well, I would say my prized possessions, but I would think that friendship is the most important thing. Is friendship such a big deal? You don't know that. You don't know. You look familiar too. What are you so afraid of? Well, I'm 25 years old, so I am afraid of being old. However, I don't like being different. Different is bad. According to the internet, different is bad. Being different, is that really so scary? Yes! According to the internet. But in all honesty, I'm not really too afraid of being different. Luna Lovegood taught me well. What do you want out of life? Well, seeing as I am playing this PS4 game, obviously, I want to broaden my horizons. To broaden your horizons, huh? You want friendship. You're afraid of being different. You want to broaden your horizons. Your adventure begins at midday. Keep a steady pace, and you'll come through fine. Now, before we move on here, that actually does bring up something. Experience gain. You know how in Pokemon that some Pokemon grow at very fast rates, some Pokemon grow at a very slow rate? Well, this part of the game right here, this part of the tutorial, actually allows you to choose whether or not you gain experience faster from lower levels or vice versa. So depending on your choices, you can either gain experience or gain levels slower at the beginning levels and grow at the higher levels faster, or the vice versa, or just go on average. Personally, for me, whenever I play this game, I always want to go for the average because, well, I'm the average man, so yeah, I'm gonna go with this. The day you will open the door is both far off and very near. Alright, so now the game's telling us that we can pause the game by using the options button on the PS4 controller. How weird is that? Options is pause. I'm still weirded out by that. Alright, you want to fight, huh? Then bring it on. Bring it. Alright, so we got more of these creatures right here, so why don't we just take them down right here? Now, something that the game doesn't really tell you is that you can use the control pad to cycle through your options via the menu. So, just in case you ever want to use your items, so you can go right ahead and do that. Otherwise, we can just continue to attack them whenever we can. And we did it. Right here is a save point. So by touching save points, we can recover both HP and MP. And of course, we can press triangle to save the game. If anything goes wrong, you can save your load of day from there. Of course. Gotta get that green ball. Okay, yeah. Even though it would be a good idea to save right now, nah, this is an LP. I want to do that. And as we're climbing up these, I just want to take an appreciation of the music. Because, oh my god. It probably sounds different for you for those who have played the PS2 version. Because this soundtrack has been reorchestrated. Yoko Shimomura is a goddess for this. Just saying. The closer you get to light, the greater your shadow becomes. But don't be afraid. And don't forget. We got this big guy coming in. Now, of course, you obviously want to lock on to him because, well, his arms are the weak point. Or obviously the ones that you want to be attacking. Not necessarily the weak point, but you get what I mean. Just continue attacking his, you know, wrists. Give him the old slap on the wrist and you'll be able to win. Simple as that. Also, it wouldn't be a bad idea to kill the little creatures that he summons. Because they yield 1 experience point for every, you know, one you kill. So you could potentially level up in this fight. Like right now, that I just teched that attack. So we gained a level and we gained a increase in a random attribute. In this case, it's our strength. So, why don't we just continue giving him the old slap on the wrist? If we can ever reach him. I mean, obviously we can just jump up there, but we don't have enough. And it didn't even matter anyway, because we beat him. But don't be afraid. You hold the mightiest weapon of all. So don't forget. You are the one who will open the door.
Whoa! Give me a break, Kyrie.
Sorry, you lazy bum. I knew that I'd find you snoozing down here.
No, this huge black thing swallowed me up. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't... Ow!
Are you still dreaming?
It wasn't a dream. Or was it? I don't know. What was that place? So bizarre.
Yeah, sure.
Say, Kyrie, what was your hometown like? You know, where you grew up?
I've told you before. I don't remember.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
You ever want to go back?
Well, I'm happy here.
Really?
But you know, I wouldn't mind going to see it.
I'd like to see it too. Along with any other worlds out there. I want to see them all.
So what are we waiting for?
Hey! Aren't you guys forgetting about me? So, I guess I'm the only one working on the raft.
Ah!
And you're just as lazy as he is.
So you know this. Okay, we'll finish it together. I'll race you.
Huh?
What? Are you kidding?
Ready? Go!
And like most JRPGs, we begin by waking up from a nap. Of course it's a JRPG, what do you expect? So, can you gather the rest of the supplies? So, are you listening to me? What was that again? Jeez. We can't build a raft without materials, right? Here's what we need. 2 logs, 1 cloth, 1 rope. Bring everything back here. If you need help, just ask. No more slacking, okay? No promises. No promises. Alright, so... remember how I said that I wouldn't be comparing this too much, well, to the other version of Kingdom Hearts that's out there? Well, the PS4 version is certainly the most relevant version out of all of them. Because, well, if you couldn't tell already, this game was originally 30 FPS, but now it's a smooth, glorious 60 frames per second. You know, as someone who has only played through the PS3 version, well, only maybe like twice, or 3 times as a matter of fact, this is a weird, I don't know, it feels odd, but, you know, it's fine. It's all good. It's all very fun and good. And also, minimal loading times. Minimal loading times means, oh my god, so much not cutting between scenes. Yes, indeed. Yes. So, that's basically the big old difference between the PS4 and PS3 versions, is that, you know, you have minimal loading times because apparently the PS3 had awful loading times. Well, not necessarily awful, but still kind of loading times. But, what can you do? What can you do indeed? And I pretty much made sure that this was the very first game that I got for the PS4 whenever I got mine. So, yeah, putting this thing to very good use indeed. Alright, so now we got all of our materials, we might as well talk to our locals. Hello!
Hey, Sora, you feel lucky today?
I don't know, dude. Also, Tidus, you're looking very young. You're looking very young. Also, let's fight, because apparently we have nothing else to do. Alright, as you can plainly see, of course, from the tutorial, that whole intense tutorial that I totally made fun of. We got characters from Final Fantasy already, so who we're fighting right now is Tidus from Final Fantasy X. And, well, since he uses a sword in Final Fantasy X, he's got a wooden stick to use like a sword. Also, there goes my no damage run. Rip. So, this is basically just to give you more of an idea of how battles work, because Kingdom Hearts is an action RPG. Because this is an action RPG, combat is all sorts of real time, and, you know, you're going to be spending the majority of your time just locking onto enemies and just attacking them all willy-nilly, while all the while mashing the X button. So, yeah. Very, very good indeed. Hello, also, to you.
The breeze feels great.
Yes, it does. So what are you up to these days? We never see you. Wait, what does he say if we says we've been busy? Riku and Kairi sure are busy these days. I should send Tidus and Waka to check up on you guys. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's duel. Because apparently fighting is all we know how to do.
You ready?
Alright, so who we're fighting now is Selphie from Final Fantasy VIII. You know, the one that I played and I got stuck on the overworld map for about a few minutes until I realized I had to go the other direction. Yeah, I'm not even joking about that. So, out of all the characters you can fight here on this island, I feel like Selphie is the easiest one. Because you can easily just block her attacks like that. And this also gives you an idea of how, you know, techniques work. Like, deflecting shots right back at guys, blocking their attacks, all sorts of fun stuff too. We sort of got a tech bonus off of, you know, the big guy that we were fighting in our dream.
Hey, what's happening, man?
And also, Waka apparently still has sort of a not Jamaican accent going on there, but anyway. Yeah, so we sort of have some sort of tech skill going on here. Like being able to deflect shots, block attacks, and so on and so forth. Like we were doing to Selphie earlier. Now, about this fight in particular, something weird that I've noticed about this fight that apparently it's an issue that I can't apparently help with is the fact that, well, sometimes... Oh god, sometimes I might die. Oh, never mind. Well, I didn't really die there, but yeah, it's more like I just sort of lost that fight. Should give you an idea of what's to come, am I right? Whenever I do that Waka fight, sometimes the fight just ends, and I don't really know why. Maybe it's because I stepped out of bounds. Maybe it's because, well, Waka apparently goes all the way over to the ocean to fling his blitz ball at us and, you know, other stuff, but I don't really get that fight at all. It's weird. Did you get everything we need for the raft? I gave my stuff to Kairi. Hey, Sora, how about a quick round?
Grab your sword.
Okay, you're on, man. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so, now we're gonna be fighting Riku here, and wow. Level up entirely on a whim right there. So we get another attribute in defense as well. Also, I really, really hate to criticize right off the bat. Even though I really love this game. It's just, like, I have a certain problem with this particular version. Sure, the 60 frames per second is nice, and the minimal loading times are very sweet and all. But the level up notification, something that I've noticed more often than not, or actually more often, is the fact that the level up notification goes by way too fast for my liking, honestly. Like, you barely get to register, like, what your random attribute levels up to, and it's really weird. Like, sure, you get the level up notification, but it, like, disappears in, like, 2 seconds, and it's just like, what? And the other really weird thing is that so far, to my knowledge, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on the PS4 doesn't have that problem. The notification level up still is, like, right there, and oh, God! Yeah. And while I was busy complaining about that little factor, yeah, I apparently fell off and, you know, lost the fight right there. And now the score is just 0-1, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, sometimes that can happen with this game as well. It's just like, you can kind of sort of lose track of where you're going. I mean, thankfully, we're not fighting loads of enemies right off the bat, but still, it's an odd little thing. It's just an odd little thing. Either way, I'm going to fight Riku here just to see if I will win. Because there is a little reward if you do win. There we go. 5 experience gained. And what can you do about that? 1-1, baby! And we get another potion, so that's very good. Now, I don't necessarily know if it happens multiple times already. I only really fight him once, and that's about it. I mean, you can basically fight Tidus, Wakka, and Selphie, and Riku as many times as you want during this day. But since we already have all the materials we need, I figured we might as well just go back to Kairi and tell her that we got all the materials. Actually, no, before that, if you ever want to save, there is a save point inside the Seaside Shack right here. And of course, it's a very good idea for you to save because, well, since this is a Let's Play, I have absolutely no problem dealing with the fact that I have 99 save files. Pokemon seriously needs to get on this for its Switch game, I swear to God. Okay, so with all that done, well, we're not necessarily done with the video just yet, but we're going to go back to Kairi and, you know, tell her that we got all the materials. Thanks, Sora. I found something today, too. Here, it's yours. A high potion. Yeah, I haven't really told what potions and high potions do yet. So, potions will restore 30 HP to a character, and high potions will restore 60 HP to one character. So, you're more often than not going to be using regular potions throughout the early stages, and then the high potions for the later stages of the game. But, we're tired. We're gonna call it a day. So, there you go. There it is. Okay, it is getting late, even though it's like still the same time. We'll finish up tomorrow.
So, Kairi's home is out there somewhere, right?
Could be. We'll never know by staying here.
But how far could a raft take us?
Who knows? If we have to, we'll think of something else.
So, suppose you get to another world. What would you do there?
Well, I haven't really thought about it. It's just, I've always wondered why we're here, on this island. If there are any other worlds out there. Why did we end up on this one? And suppose there are other worlds. Then ours is just a little piece of something much greater. So, we could have just as easily ended up somewhere else, right?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's why we need to go out there and find out. Just sitting here won't change a thing. It's the same old stuff. So let's go.
You've been thinking a lot lately, haven't you?
Thanks to you. If you hadn't come here, I probably would have never thought of any of this. Kairi, thanks.
You're welcome.
Sora! You wanted one, didn't you?
A Palpu fruit?
If two people share one, their destinies become intertwined. They'll remain a part of each other's lives, no matter what. Come on, I know you want to try it.
What are you talking?
Good morning, Your Majesty. It's nice to see you this one. What? Wake up, Goofy! Wake up! This is serious!
Hey there, Donald. Good
We
morning.
got a problem, Goofy. But don't tell anyone.
Oh, Queen Minnie?
Not even the Queen.
Daisy?
No! It's top secret.
Oh, good morning, ladies.
What?
And now that we've gotten our first look of what Disney has to do with this game, we are done here. Next time on Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, we're gonna, well, I guess continue on our daily raft mission. I don't know, any JRPG starts off like a normal sort of day, you know, you get out of bed, you make a raft, think about existential worlds out there, you get to see another world. So, that could be all well and good for us. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.